Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel for my review of the 27th episode of Ninjago Crystalized, Distress Calls. Underground, Lloyd leaves a message for the Serpentine, and they discover and find some crystallized serpentine. Lloyd is surprised to see that Garbodon doesn't kill the snakes, but instead leaves them alive. Meanwhile, at the pier, Jay and Nia send a message to the Kingdom of Merlopia using Nia's powers. Elsewhere, Racer 7 transports Vinny and Cole across the city, and they get to the NGTV building, where Cole transmits a message to the Kingdom of Shintaro. However, they believe this message failed. I like the action in this episode, and seeing Racer 7 do stunts and drive the car across the city is just honestly fun to watch. Cole's message to Vanya is fine. It doesn't really make me feel anything. It's not like super inspiring or heartfelt like some other parts of this season. The highlight of this episode is, you guessed it, Garbodon and Lloyd. I really like seeing Garbodon continue to try to express his humanity and compassion, but having difficulty doing so. And on a side note, it's really funny how this show is forced to use the word destroy because they can't say kill. I do really enjoy Garbodon in this season. It feels like this is the next step for him after March of the Oni, and so they're building on and adding to what the character was in Season 10. And now, time for some not-so-good stuff. Racer 7 is mostly good here, but has some very annoying cringe moments. Also, Cole repeatedly calling Vanya a princess, despite being at her coronation in Season 13, is a very annoying continuity error. But that pales in comparison to the glaring problem here. Nia's powers are back. It's become very clear to me that this is the worst power return story that the show has ever told. It's empty, it's hollow, it's soulless. I feel nothing positive or powerful watching this. I feel like this was a cheap move intending to pander towards younger fans at the expense of telling a good story. Seabound was Nia's best season, and now Crystalized is going down as one of her worst. Also, I feel generally this episode was pretty boring. There wasn't really too much exciting stuff going on, and yeah, the Nia stuff makes it worse for sure, but even besides that, it was a little drab. The plot of this episode, I think, was pretty straightforward. They did just have to start contacting allies for the final battle, and that was definitely some nice setup. Nia's powers is awful writing, and I'll just leave it at that. What was good, though, was Garbodon. Just like in Season 10, Garbodon is a shining star in episodes that otherwise aren't the best. I also like seeing Lloyd loosen up a little towards Garbodon. Some of the action in this episode was definitely good with the race car, and emotion, again, everything with Jay and Nia feels totally hollow. This episode gets a 7.5 out of 10 from me. I think this was a pretty average episode. It was good, but a lot of it was uninteresting. Other parts of it were poorly written, and then some parts of it definitely were well written. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, subscribe, share with anyone ever you know. Share your thoughts on episode 27, Distress Calls, below, and I'll see you guys next time.